We'll call this regular board meeting to order, and as our custom, we're gonna take the first part of this meeting to have reflection and prayer for things that are going on in our nation. We had a transition, and obviously everybody knows we had a presidential inauguration today, and we certainly want to pray for the decisions that our leaders are going to be making, and all the, it's a pressure cooker, regardless of the time of the year and who's in office. So we certainly want to lift our leaders up in prayer, and our local leaders, and especially remember our children. And hopefully we're going to have this COVID pandemic behind us soon, but we've still got a little ways to go. So I think we should all have that in our mind and in our prayers when we lay down at night. So if you'll bow your heads with us for a moment of silence, please. Thank you. We will now consider a motion to approve the agenda.
I make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right. Chris is going to second that. Any discussion about the agenda? Then we'll move for a vote to approve the agenda. All in favor of approving the agenda say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Then the agenda is approved. So we're going to go right into the general business. Consider a motion for any corrections, additions, or deletions to the December 22nd, 2020 board meeting or work session minutes.
Make the motion.
We have a motion to approve those. Is there a second? I'll second that. Is there any discussion? All in favor of approving those say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Then those have been approved. B, consider a motion to approve the 2021-22 school calendar, and that has been laying on the table. So, and you also have a copy. We have a motion to approve that.
Make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor of approving the school calendar say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that is approved. If you'll notice, Mr. Dukes talked a little bit about the maintenance, transportation, and purchasing agent job description, as well as HVAC, CNP maintenance foreman job description, and kind of just explain what that breakdown was. Those are going to be laying on the table. We have to put those on, and we can address those at our next board meeting. If you have any additional questions, feel free to get a hold of Mr. Dukes on that between now and then. And also, we have board policy revisions. We subscribe to a
Pipeline's what it's called.
The pipeline, and that's what Alabama School Board Association recommends that we do. They stay on top of policy and regulations and things, and they pass these down to boards who are subscribed to the pipeline, and we're able to be more up to date on our policy, so we don't have to go back and recreate the wheel. They're kind of feeding it to us. So that's what we have here, and it's very helpful. And if you read through this stuff, you may have thought, oh, I think we already got this in policy, and it makes sense because it's practical stuff. So sometimes there's just some word changes, I think, in there that they update us on. But that's what you have there, and it also has to be tabled. If there's any questions about that, feel free to get with Mr. Dukes. But it's what you have here is what we're supposed to have. Mm-hmm. So it's not a lot to question unless it's just a little clarification, but it pretty well has to go. Mr. Dukes explained that pretty well.
Very well. Thank you.
Okay. Under personnel, leaves. A, consider a motion to extend the leave of absence for Patricia Gann through February the 11th. I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving that say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. B, consider a motion to approve the leave of absence of Jay Powell, teacher at Woodville High School, from February the 1st through May 31st.
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving that say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Under retirements, A, consider a motion to approve the retirement of Melissa Evans, a teacher at Woodville High School, effective February the 1st.
Make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion?
She was a good one.
What grade? What did she say?
She taught elementary.
Elementary.
She was good.
Okay. All right. All in favor of approving this retirement, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? This motion carries. Under resignations, mine says C. Did y'all say A?
C.
Y'all say C? Okay, I'm going to call it C. Under resignations, C, consider a motion to approve the resignation of Ryan West, a countywide instructional aide, effective January the 4th. I'll make that motion.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving this, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. D, consider a motion to accept the resignation of Donald Yamamoto McQuarrie, 40% countywide psychometrist, effective February the 1st, 2021.
Make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving Mr. McQuarrie's resignation, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Transfers. A, consider a motion to transfer Melanie Geiger from a countywide IEP specialist to a countywide school psychometrist, effective January 21st, 2021.
I make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any discussion? It's good to have somebody homegrown there, so we're lucky. If no other discussion or questions, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. B, consider a motion to transfer Sean Phillips from assistant principal at Woodville High School to assistant principal at Pisgah High School, effective February the 1st, 2021.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of this transfer, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Under employments, A, consider a motion to employ Ryan West as an elementary teacher at Woodville High School, effective February the 1st, 2021. I'll make that motion. Is there a second? Robbie
Second.
King, did you say?
I
Mr.
think he did.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. King, we got Mr. King as second. Any discussion? All in favor of this, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. B, consider a motion to employ Matt Houston as a countywide instructional aide, effective January 21st, 2021.
I make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second? I'll second that. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. C, consider a motion to employ Greg Cole as a mechanic in the bus garage, effective January the 25th. This is pending his background clearance.
I make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. D, consider a motion to employ Angela Bode as a countywide Indian aide, effective February the 1st, 2021. I'll make the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Under coaching assignments, we're going to keep these as individually. A, consider a motion to approve Trevor Porter as a volunteer assistant baseball coach at Section High School.
Make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second? I'll second that. Mr. Dukes, these volunteer coaches will have approved, been through those two courses of the AHSA, right? Okay. All right. Any other questions? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. B, consider a motion to approve Allie Birchfield as an assistant softball coach at Northside Mountain High School.
Make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any discussion? And pretty much with, rather than saying they have to be sure that they have all their coursework, we'll let that go for the rest of them. It's just a requirement. All in favor of approving Allie Birchfield say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. C, consider a motion to approve Jonathan Parsons as a baseball coach at Woodville High School.
I make a motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider a motion to approve Dreama Holiday as a softball coach at Woodville High School.
I'll make that motion.
Mr. King makes a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Mr. Knight, second. Say any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider a motion to approve Charlie Brown as an assistant softball coach at Woodville High School.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? Motion carries. Oh, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Got in a rhythm there and something threw me off. F, consider a motion to approve Brian Smith as a golf coach at Woodville High School.
Make that motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. G, consider a motion to approve Trey Gibson as assistant baseball coach at Pisgah High School. This will be replacing Adam Gilbert.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. I'll second that. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. H, consider a motion to approve Chris Reynolds as a junior high baseball coach at North Jackson High School.
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Knight's going to second that. Any discussion? All in favor of approving this say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. I, consider a motion to approve Kyle Nix as a junior high softball coach at North Jackson High School.
I'll make the motion.
The motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, any discussion? Then we'll vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. J, consider a motion to approve Billy McClendon as a junior high softball assistant coach at North Jackson High School.
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. K, consider a motion to approve Jeff Grider as a junior high softball assistant coach at North Jackson High School. Okay, this motion fails for a lack of a motion or second, Mr. Dukes. All right, then we have announcements. We need to plan our February meeting and work session. The 18th will be
The only thing about the February is we don't know
regional.
exactly when the tournaments are going to be played, and they're going to be played at homes, all except the one game regional championship and then the two in Birmingham, and they won't have started yet. But at that point, they could be playing locally, and we've got several teams.
Okay.
They usually don't play on Wednesday. If y'all want to do it again on that Wednesday, but just looking, that is Ash Wednesday, so I don't know if y'all want to do it that day or not.
On the 17th?
Yeah.
Yes.
One consideration is that, we're having the call with the bond underwriters next week, and we're also getting some administrative things done with public school, college authority, that could take a couple of weeks. So, like February 9th is when the bids would be open. I guess at that meeting, would you plan on approving contractor potentially at the next board meeting? Is that the plan?
I would think it would need to be pretty quick.
So if you would give it at least, like you said, maybe a week later after the 9th, or possibly longer,
The 17th is the week after the 9th. It's just the day before the Thursday. It's just the only thing it's on Wednesday. But it's a week and a half after the 9th.
That would.
Or a
that
week
would
and a
work
day.
better for that purpose. I think we'll be able to get all the
I could do the
bond
17th.
funding in
I'm good as
place.
well.
Mr.
17th.
King, we're good with the 17th, or can you make that one happen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's shoot for the 17th, Jeff. And will there be bond-related stuff that we'll need to take care of at that meeting as well? I mean, altogether.
I don't know. I think all this, because you've already done the resolutions and stuff. I think all you're gonna have to do is, probably at least the chairman and the superintendent sign off on the bond documents. I don't know if really anything's gonna have to be brought before the board, but if there is, they'll let us know.
Okay.
And I've got 2 or 3 announcements right here.
Okay.
One, Board Appreciation Month. You've all got a gift and a cupcake from Jana's daughter made the cupcake. I sampled one earlier. Sorry, Robbie.
It's going with mine.
Mike said he's eating yours, but I appreciate the job y'all do. Y'all have done a lot. Y'all do a lot. It's not an easy job, and I do appreciate everything y'all have done. Next, transportation inspection was this past week's when it wrapped up. We have 98 buses in fleet, 98 buses passed inspection. John Kirby said in his entire time here, that's the first time in his time that we've had 100% passing. So great job to our mechanics and transportation department. They do well for that to happen. As you saw, Pam Vernon she usually is here taking her temperature. Her husband passed away. Please pray for her and her daughters and her grandson and son-in-law. It's been a couple weeks, but it's still it's tough on them, and so please keep her and her family and everybody that's got COVID in your prayers, because it's quite a bit right now.
We will, back to our February meeting, we will plan to have our work session at 5 and board meeting immediately following that. So if you, along the way, if you have topics that we need to bring up, present those. If you have specific questions that you would like to know a little more information about from Emily Waldrop or Robert Pritchett, shoot those to us as well, so we'll give them something. If not, they'll just have something prepared. And Mr. Dukes, I don't know if you want to get we got what now? How many schools we got now? 17. 17. If you want to double some up with the elementary, 2 elementaries or whatever, just to kind of get them in a calendar year, that would be, however we can work that, that'd be good probably. So, anything else? Mr. King, you have anything?
No, sir.
We hope you get to feeling better, and
Me too.
but proud you're here remotely, and Mike and I had to do it in December, so we're just thankful to be here.
I've enjoyed listening to you guys.
Who's that? Mr. Porter.
Oh, Mr. Porter, we didn't mess anything up, did we?
No, I've enjoyed the conversation.
Okay, that's just half pay now. Since you're remote. All right, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make the motion.
Have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
All right, we are now adjourned. Thank you for being here.
Thank you all.
Thanks, sir.
Thank y'all.